Hello, my name is Elie-otabor. I'll be your nurse practitioner today. How are you doing?
I'm alright.
Today we'll be going through the thought record education. Okay. I would like to teach you about the tool we'll be using in a therapy called the thought record. Okay. And this is one of the most helpful tools and used in cognitive behavioral therapy, also known as CBT. Well, asking me, what's a thought record? A thought record is a worksheet that helps you identify situations that trigger difficult emotions, recognize the thoughts that go through your mind, and understand how those thoughts affect your feelings and behaviors. It also helps you learn how to challenge unhelpful thoughts and replace them with more balanced and realistic ones. You may be wondering why it's important to keep track of your thoughts, right?
Mm-hmm.
Many of our thoughts happen so quickly that we don't even notice them. These are called automatic thoughts. Sometimes these thoughts are inaccurate or overlying negative, but because they happen automatically, we often believe them without questioning them. By writing them down, we can slow the process down and examine whether they are actually true or if there's another way to look at the situation. As a psychiatric nurse practitioner, I'll work together with you to review your thoughts record during our session. Okay.
Okay.
This is a collaborative process, and I'm not here to tell you what to think or judge you or judge your experience. Instead, we'll explore your thoughts together, identify patterns, develop healthier ways of thinking that can improve your emotional well-being and your response to stressful situations. Okay. Let's go over the different parts of the thoughts record. The first section of this situation is this simply what happened. Try to describe the event using only the facts. Ask yourself, who was involved? Where was I and what happened? Those are the things that you're going to ask yourself. Okay. Next are your emotions. You will write down how you felt during the situation. You can include feelings such as sadness, anxiety, anger, guilt, embarrassment, or fear. It's also helpful to rate the intensity of each emotions on a scale, and from 0 to 10%. So the next section is your thoughts. These are automatic thoughts that come to you, into your mind during this situation, right? For example, you might think, am I a failure? Or nobody likes me? Write down the exact thoughts that cross your mind at that time. Okay. So we're going to go to the next step. After that, you record your behaviors. After recording it, you record your behaviors. This describes what you did after having those thoughts and feelings. For example, you may have avoided someone, stayed in bed, argued with someone, or isolated yourself. One way we do that is by examining the evidence. Ask yourself questions like, what evidence supports these thoughts? And what evidence does not support these thoughts? Okay. And looking at both sides helps you develop a more balanced perspective. After reviewing the evidence, you work on altering your thoughts. Okay. And this doesn't mean forcing yourself to think positively. Instead, it means creating a more realistic and balanced thoughts. For example, instead of saying I always fail, right? You might replace it with I did do well this time,
Okay.
but I will have succeeded before, and I can learn from this experience. So that's the way you can interchange it, right?
Okay.
The thoughts. Yeah. So once you have developed a more balanced thoughts, notice how your emotions change. Okay, you're going to see how your emotions change after you experience a balanced thought. Then often intensify of the stress decreases when we change the way we think about the situation. So I recommend completing your thoughts and recording them as soon as after a stressful event. You just record them after the stressful event. Okay. And while the details are still fresh in your mind, it's if that's not possible, try to complete it later the same day so that you can get more information about what happened.
Okay.
So you don't forget. The more consistent your processes, the easier it becomes to recognize your thinking patterns.
Okay.
Am I making sense?
No. Yeah, you are. Thank you.
Okay. So before our next section, I will like you to complete at least 3 thoughts records whenever you notice yourself experiencing strong emotions, such as anxiety, sadness, anger, or frustration. Don't worry about feeling them out. The goal is simply to practice becoming more aware of your thoughts and emotions. At our next appointment, we'll review your thoughts records together. We'll discuss the situation you experience, identify any thinking patterns or cognitive distortion, examine the evidence of your thoughts, practice creating more balanced alternatives. Okay, and we'll also talk about any challenges you are had completing the worksheets and more adjustment if needed. Over time, the process can help reduce emotional distress and improve your ability to cope with difficult situations. Okay. Thank you for thank you for taking time to learn about the thought record today. I know learning a new skill can take practice, but we'll work together through it. Okay. And if you have any questions before our next session, please write them down, so we can discuss when we can meet again. I look forward to reviewing your thought records with you at our next visit. Thank you very much. Okay.